to MTFC TV. Another interview here for you. Joining me this time is goalkeeping coach Adam Sollitt. Adam, welcome to MTFC TV. Obviously, this season you carried on working in your goalkeeping coach role under Dave and Sean. How has it been for you being part of that team?
Yeah, it's been brilliant. It's season's been a bit of a struggle, to be fair. You know, we had a great season last year with Oppo and Kirky. It's not worked out as good as what it could have been this year. You know, but that's by the by. Football moves on. Uli's come in and Sean, and they've got different ideas. And it's been great for the football team. It's been great. The lads have took on board, you know, how we play, the understanding of the game, what we want to do, and the lads have took it on board, like I say, and they've progressed, and we've had the results go with it.
You've worked with two keepers, well, more than two keepers this season, I should say, in fairness. Phil Barnes, Richie Walter, Jordan Pierpont, amongst others. What do you feel makes a good goalkeeper at this level? Well,
at this level, obviously we've had Phil Barnes. It's experience. Phil's got loads of experience. He's got qualities that he's been like 3 and 4 leagues above, which have put him in good stead. At the same time, we've had Richard Walton, who's a young lad, he wants to do well in the game, and he has expert training day in, day out with Jimmy Walker at Lincoln City, and you can see that. Now, what do you want as qualities? Then goalkeeping's it's an art. Goalkeeping, you've got to... Yeah, we all make saves. All goalkeepers make saves, but it's about reading the game. Half the time as a goalkeeper, you're not doing anything in the game. It's positioning. It's where you belong on the pitch. How do you assess the game? And then it's all about decisions. Is it your ball? Is it not your ball? If it is your ball, do you catch or do you punch? So there's a lot of aspects of goalkeeping that people don't realise.
A lot of people, myself included, like a goalkeeper to be very vocal. Do you feel that's an important thing to have as a goalkeeper, or not too important if the defence in front of them already know what they're meant to be doing?
I mean, people say vocal. You'll never hear a Premier League goalkeeper shout because you can't hear it. There's probably 40, 50, 60,000 people, so the defenders can't hear him. But they train day in, day out, and they know the jobs. And they know the positions. At this level, you will hear a goalkeeper shout. And like I say, it is about positioning. Vocal, yeah, of course you've got to take command of your area. As a goalkeeper, you're in charge from the back. You can dictate who has the ball when you're in charge of the ball, when you're possession. But at the same time, when you've not got the ball, position is massively everything.
Obviously, for some of our fans will remember your playing days down here. What does it feel? What's the big difference for you going from a playing standpoint to a coaching standpoint?
Well, when I played, when you come off the pitch at end of the day, knowing that you've done your best or you tried to do your best, you know, you'd got a bit of a, I won't say relief, because if you'd lost, it was crap. If you'd won, you won't get, you know, everyone says you get elated, but you've got to keep a curb on it. You know, if you win, you don't get too high. If you get beat, you don't get too low. But when you're coaching, you've not got that adrenaline as a player, so it can take over after a game. You've got a lot of emotion in you that you've got a lot of energy that you don't burn off. When you're playing, you can burn it off, and that's the difference.
Could you tell us what was your favourite playing memory in a Matlock Town shirt?
Playing memory? Well, it's probably got to be at Derby's Grand when we won Derby Senior Cup, you know, at a big stadium, and you win a cup, it's a final, you win that's got to be a good point. I had many a good time down here, just to play at home. You know, it's a very picturesque ground, and yeah, it was lovely. I really enjoyed playing against, we got FC United, some big teams in that league at the time. You know, whenever you keep a clean sheet, that's a bonus.
Obviously, to go back to your playing days again, it's a big risk for a keeper when they're coming out for a cross or a corner, because you get a lot of bruising centre forwards at this level. You took some big hits yourself and came back from that. Do you feel it's important, especially at this level, for a goalkeeper to be physical, and was the physicality a big point of your game?
Physicality, it's just nature of the job as a goalkeeper. It's not physical. At the end of the day, if it's your ball, you're coming. You either get there or you don't. You know, you can't think about it as it being a physical. It's part and parcel of goalkeeping. If the ball's in your area and you're in the right position, it's your job to come and collect. If you can't collect it, you try and do your best to get an hand on it. You know, get it out of the box, clear defence, and defend the shot afterwards. So I wouldn't turn around. Yeah, you can't have a 5'3" goalkeeper. Put it that way. Yeah, you've got to have presence.
We've seen, obviously, you look at the reserves and academy, a lot of really promising young keepers coming through. Jordan Pierpont, Alfie Smith-Eccles. What advice, do they come to you for advice, or what advice would you entrust on them?
Well, I work on them in the week, and you get experience through playing. You know, you can give as much advice as I can give the right advice regarding game situations. It's not all about making saves. All goalkeepers can make saves. That's why they're playing goal. You know, it's about your presence, it's about your positioning, it's about decision making, and that's massive. Now, a lot of things that me and Jordan and me and Alfie will talk about is where do you stand, where the ball's on the pitch and the opposition's off. You know, where's your positioning? You know, it's a good chance if the ball over the top, you've got to be positioned to clean up. You know, everyone talks about they want to sweep a keeper nowadays. It's not sweep a keeper, it's just a goalkeeper positioning. It's never changed.
To take it a bit far away from Matlock Town and look at the goalkeeper world in general, who at the minute would be the number one goalkeeper in the world in your opinion?
In my opinion, well, there's that many at the minute. I mean, how far do you take it? You've got De Gea at Man United, that's don't put a foot wrong at the minute. You know, Neuer's been knocking around for a few years now. Going back to the Juventus and the Italian keeper Buffon. You know, he's 40-year-old now. You've got Barcelona keeper, but how do you judge a goalkeeper? Do you judge a goalkeeper when they're winning team, when they're winning things year in, year out? Or do you judge a goalkeeper that's, you know, down at the bottom of the table that's trying to keep the team in the league? You know, it's a tough one. It's a tough one to call.
To bring us all the way back to Matlock Town, obviously your playing days ended, you were away from the club for a bit, and then you came back in a coaching role. What made you want to come back to Matlock Town?
I miss football.
Right.
I miss football. You know, when you retire, you know, you have children, you know, you take a back seat and you remember what you used to do. There's something missing in your life when you've done it since you left school. You know, straight from 16-year-old, I was straight into Barnsley, catching 2 buses and a train, just for an apprenticeship. So, you know, you do your time. You know, eventually you play your games, and then when you leave it, something's missing out of your life. It's what you've been used to. So, you know, I wanted to come back, and you know, it's like that little piece of that jigsaw that just fills your life back again.
Well, obviously,
because I've got something to offer. You know, I've got experience. I've played at a higher level than this, which don't mean anything, but experience again. You know, I can actually turn around and say to the keepers, right, you know, this is what you can expect this season. You know, it's not always going to be good. You know, you've got to, you know, some of these goalkeepers need mentoring through bad times, and it's bad times that make goalkeeper or make a goalkeeper. You know what they've got. You know, it's not all making saves, like I said before. It's about, you know, you learn a lot through your mistakes. The less mistakes you make, then.
Well, obviously you've got a great rapport with the fans here. You're extremely popular, I'd go as far to say. Do you feel, especially as a non-league player, getting in and amongst the fans in the bar after the game, or whether it be at social functions as such as this presentation evening, are very important?
Well, yeah, because if it weren't for the fans, this football club wouldn't exist, or any other football club wouldn't exist. You know, these people turn up week in, week out. You know, they pay their money, they get the programme, they get the cup of tea, they get the coffee, they get the bovril, they get the pie through the winter, and they support the team on, and they cheer, and, you know, that's part and parcel of football. You know, no matter whatever level, the fans are the football club. So you've got to, you know, I'm a fan myself. So I understand, I know what it means, you know, to, you know, walk out to your front door, lock it, get in your car and drive down to your football club, and, you know, I'm part and parcel of that. So, yeah, I have a laugh with fans, yeah, because they're my mates half the time.
Right, usually after this season interviews we say, do you have a message for the fans? But I think that final question and your answer was pretty much perfect for what we were saying. So all that's left for me to say is thank you, Adam Sollitt, for your time, and thank you for those who are watching MTFC TV.
Thank you.